What's that?
I've got something for you.
You're gonna love my nuts. Why?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the latest episode of Game Breaker Sports Podcast. As always, your boy TK in the house, and you know I'm not alone. I got my boy Mike Dogg with me. What is going on, Mike Dogg?
What's up, buddy?
Feeling
Hey, why do they call you TK?
You know, my boys on here within our wrestling community started calling me TK, so the letters kind of just stuck. Unlike a cool nickname that you would go by, maybe a moniker like the King or something along those lines. But yo, nothing's cooler than being the dog, dude. That's right. There it is. There it is, Mike Dogg. What's going on, brother? How you feeling today, man?
Feeling good, man. Feeling really good. Feeling like, unfortunately for me, this is the highlight of my week.
Oh, mine too. Oh, I love it. Mine too, dude. I told my kids, I was like, every night we spend together, we have great nights. You guys better give me an hour. I said, you guys better give me an hour right now. So they got their shows and movies to occupy them for an hour and hour, maybe an hour and a half. This might be a long draft tonight.
I'm in.
It's a fun one.
Shout out to my boy Streets. Miss you, boy. Don't worry, he won't listen to this anyway.
He won't. No, he won't. He said, he goes, you guys better go on this week because I'll come on from Vegas to say what's up. He's in Vegas. He's been drinking since 7 a.m. You think he's gonna take time out of his day to hop on this and say what's up to us?
Yes.
Yes. I see. That's the difference. I wouldn't. Well, it depends on drunk guy. Maybe I would.
Listen, I love Streets. I would, if he needed a kidney, I'd be first in line to see if I could help him out. But I assume that every week he's going to blow us off. So I'm just throwing that out there. I love you. I do. You're my guy. But you've left me stranded on a roof lots of times.
Oh, man. Roof. That fucking Burger King parking lot in the hood. That motherfucker, dude. We'll never forget him. And then he just disappeared on a roof for like 3 months to Utah. That was it. That was all.
I think he was with one of those Mormon wives.
He was probably with like 8 of the Mormon wives is what he was doing, going him. Right?
I think he picked the best one, brought her home, though. Shout out to her. Just kidding again. I'm sorry.
Oh, my God. Oh, no. Real shots to Street's wife, though. She was awesome. She was at my 40th surprise birthday party this past Friday. Real good time. Yeah, I got to hang out with them in person. It was real cool. So that was nice. Hopefully I'll see you sometime soon. We were talking, we'll do maybe not until the football season. But we'll do a watch party for the NFL.
I just seen you last month.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot about. Well, it was for like 8. It was for like 8 seconds. It was like in passing. It wasn't good enough.
A long 8 seconds.
For you, maybe not for me, man. Give me 8 hours next to my boy Mike Dogg at a table.
March Madness.
Ourselves. Those were the days. Our March Madness days were the days, man. And Streets used to fucking no-show us on those too. What a mother.
Hey, but he showed up that one time for like 45 minutes. Or no, he showed up twice. Once at your house and once at my house. You remember?
for what, like an hour and a half combined?
Well, we did like fucking 12 hours each day.
Each time.
We did 10 to 10 run.
We got him twice. That's all that matters.
I love March Madness. But anyways, we're in June. We're in Happy Juneteenth to all who celebrate.
Yes. Happy Juneteenth. Absolutely. Glad you guys are here. We already got people in the comments, people watching. Really appreciate you guys. My boy KPG. What is up, brother? KPG dropped another article. It's coming on the website later tonight. Make sure you check out the website, GameBreakerSports.com. He's always throwing down over there. Justin, what is good, homie? Appreciate you, everything you do. Mr. Every single night. Check out Justin, man. He had a great show last night. Dynamite, great show. Dynamite was last night. What's up, Tommy? I hope that shoulder gets better real soon. I'm real sorry to see that you're having, I think you said you have to have surgery. I hope that recovers soon. Thank you for tuning in. Saying, what up to Mike Dogg?
What's up, Tommy? T-Dog. Dogs united. Let's get in the doghouse, boys. Let's get it.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Let's go. Steven loves Michael Jordan. He looks exactly like him when he has no. Oh, that's awesome. Hell yeah, Tommy. Hope you're having a good day. Appreciate you guys all for tuning in. Like the video, smash that subscribe button. You guys know what to do. But yeah, man, we're here. We're doing our Players of the Decade draft. This was really all Mike Dogg's idea. We were shooting the shit, trying to formulate draft ideas, right? And I don't even know how it came about. I really don't. It was we decided that we're going to do a one-on-one draft, and basically it's 3 NFL, 3 MLB, and 3 NBA. And Mike's like, "Fuck it, why don't we do one from each decade to make it to really throw a wrench into things?" So that's what we'll be doing today. I love the idea, Mike Dogg.
I thought we were doing 5. Are we doing 3?
Well, 5. See, like, no, 3 sports, 5 players. See, I can't even describe
3 sports, 5 players. So Tim King actually came up with the idea of wanting to do a redraft, or let's do an NFL draft or an NBA draft. And I was like, all right, let's. And then he was like, let's do a combo draft of NBA, NFL, and MLB, maybe even NHL if you could name 5 players. But neither one of us could, so we decided not to go NHL because we only got 3.5 NHL players. So we decided not to do NHL players. But we're doing 5. And then I said, if we're going to do 5, 5, 5, why don't we do the last 5 decades? And we could start in the 80s since we know the 80s. We weren't there, but we know them. We know the 90s fluently, and obviously we're pretty good from there on out. So I thought that'd be a nice little wrinkle. And everyone loves a good little wrinkle.
Oh, yeah. I love it. I've been amped for this fucking thing all day, dude. This is a fun little draft, man. This is like an old school draft that we would do in a heads up sort of a way, man. Back in the Chronicles, if you could find those somewhere along those lines.
We need to have a history talk of where we come from one day, just to let the fans know.
We should have an after dark session one night.
Oh no, we don't want to say. I don't say those things no more.
No. Oh, shit. What's up, the homie Just? Great show last night, brother. Thank you for tuning in. What is good, Bakley? Hope you're having a good day, brother. Coach Bombay. Ah, man.
Be a great pick. And listen, when we have the 4 horsemen of coaches, I can't see Gordon Lasson past round 2. Let's just throw that out there.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, a lot of football coaches. I was about to say that's got to be the number 1 hockey coach, or maybe the Miracle on Ice. I should know the name of the head coach. I'm doing a fucking sports podcast.
Herb Brooks.
The
greatest speech of all time. They might be better than us 9 out of 10 times, but tonight, boys, we're better than them. Something like that.
Does that make the 4 horsemen of movie quotes draft when we do that?
It's too long. It's more like a speech. I think a quote and a speech are different. You know?
Okay. Yeah. Like inches in any given Sunday. That's a great one. That's a great speech.
I'll be back.
Good quote.
Maybe the greatest of all time.
Great quote.
It might be the GOAT.
Damn. I like that. All right. I'm getting all. I'm fucking.
Wait. We're all over the place. I love
my
it.
head's spinning.
This is how we do it. Like if anyone were to go read our chats, so in our chats over the last 16, 15, 16, 17 years, about 15 or 16 years. If anyone were to read our chats, it would be talking about how Aaron Judge could be on track to be the GOAT, and then we'll be like, what happened to Courtney Cox's face? In the same flow. Like we're as random as you fucking get. So for us to stay on topic takes a lot of work.
Especially if it's just the 2 of us without streets keeping us in line. We're all over
the little
place.
guy is fucking key.
Yeah, you would have him to go on and ramble about baseball and how he'd fix it for 25 minutes to really get the juices flowing in the thick of the show. But yeah, for sure. Oh man, Jesse Hall. Yeah, Jesse.
Whoa, hey, Jesse Hall. You know, I watched the Mighty Ducks probably like a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. I was with my kids. I'm like, it's a kids movie. It's a good movie. We like Mighty Ducks, one of our family movies, and we've been watching it since they were little. And I introduced, one of my kids, as a kid movie to them. And then we had a whole time of life where we just quacked, and my wife hated it. We would just quack throughout the house, quack, 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 and she'd get so mad. But anyways, we were watching Mighty Ducks like a year ago. Did you realize that Cake Eater Adam Banks called it was kind of low key racist? So when he was on the Hawks, he called the front line of Jesse Hall and his brother. They were the Hall brothers. They were the both wingers, and Charlie Conway was the center. And he called it the Oreo line.
No way, dude.
I swear to God, it's in there, dude.
I
was watching it and I was like, whoa. I was like, Cake Eater had some edge to him, not that it was racist, but I mean, it was like, there was undertones, right? Like,
well, Disney's been doing low key fucked up shit for a real long time, dude, without like, like the fucking dicks on the art on the Little Mermaid, and there was like other things in the Beauty and the Beast like mixed in with the movie. So Disney like been doing real fucked up shit for a long time. So that doesn't really surprise me. Odd, but doesn't surprise me. What up, Chris?
Indubitably.
Not seen the Mighty Ducks. They're good movies. The first couple were good. I think they went to like 12, but I only watched the first 3.
I like all 3. I like the first one, the second one they go to like the Olympics, the third one they went to like the private high school.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, that's where I stopped.
Yeah. Me too. I didn't.
But if you haven't watched the Mighty Ducks, take time out of your life and go fucking do that, dude. What are you doing? Matter of fact, go now. Go do that.
Oh, Chris, stay here. Watch us and then go when we're done. I don't think there's a show after us tonight on Circle of Debate. So yeah, after us, go watch the Mighty Ducks. They're great movies. They're great movies. All right.
Quack.
Should we go into the draft, or do you want to talk about Game 6 of the NBA Finals tonight? How
about we talk about the Florida Panthers going back-to-back Stanley Cup champs after losing? They've been to the Stanley Cup Finals 3 years in a row, lost, then won 2 straight. One of the most dominant runs of all time. Pretty nasty. And that was our hockey talk.
I'll just add to that. Love Matthew Tkachuk. Dude is a fucking superstar. And Bobrovsky is a Hall of Famer. That dude is a fucking menace in the net. Edmonton, it sucked. I lost a couple $2-3 going into the series on Edmonton. I thought they'd show up. I thought Connor McDavid would show who he is. But man, I don't think they could have had 4 Connor McDavids. It wouldn't have mattered because their goaltending between it was just so bad, man. It was so fucking bad.
Skinner and
Picard went right. Picard,
yeah.
When Skinner got benched, Game 5, I was like, "Oh, this series is fucking over, dude." You don't fucking bench your goalie going into Game 5 of the Stanley Cup playoffs and expect it to be any different. But yeah, man, good up, big ups on Florida. They were on the scrap heap a few years ago to go to the year before. The year before they went to the finals, 3 years ago, I think they had the 1st or 2nd overall pick. The next year, they were the 8th seed who went to the final, or the 7 or 8 seed who went to the finals, and then back-to-back cups. So yeah, very impressive. Thunder. Pacers almost came back again in Game 5. The Game 4 was wild on Friday, dude. I thought the Pacers were about to go up 3-1. Game 5 was all Thunder. Game 6 tonight, Halliburton is playing. Do you think they force a game?
Who's the best player on the Pacers?
I think it's Tyrese Halliburton, bro. I do. I think it's Tyrese Halliburton. Who do you think is the best player on the
Was Robert Horry the best player on the Lakers because he hit clutch shots?
Okay, that's fair.
Steve Kerr better because Jordan got a double team and passed to him. Steve Kerr hit the clutch shots.
So you think Siakam is their clear cut number 1 on that team? So he's their.
I think Pascal Siakam is their best player. He's a better defender by like leaps and bounds. He scores more points, gets more boards. I mean, so they had a poll calling Halliburton overrated going into the playoffs, right? Rachel Nichols debunked that poll and said it was like they asked like a couple hundred players, but only 13 players answered the most overrated because everyone just said they didn't want to answer that question. Only 13 players voted that guy, just for the record. Like this, ooh, what was me bullshit. Halliburton is good. But do you know what he's going to be next year now? Extremely overrated. He went from maybe overrated to everyone's going to hype his nuts for this fluky run through a shit East that was injury riddled and terrible.
I just think the guy's a good tournament player, bro. I know you don't want to hear about the in-season tournament bullshit, but 2 years ago he took him to the finals of the NBA Cup, which was like, damn, the Pacers. I didn't know the Pacers were a good basketball team. And then he led them to the conference finals last year, very impressive, to the NBA finals this year on his big shots. And I know, fine, Robert Horry, whatever, but the dude does it throughout the game, man. This game 5 was bad. It was real bad, sure. But he's shown up NBA Cup. He showed up last year in the playoffs. And he showed up this year again. You could argue Siakam's the best player on the team. That's fine. Siakam is a bona fide all-star. He's a stud. I mean, Siakam can give you 40 and 12 any given game. That's fine. But Halliburton is a hell of a fucking player, man. He'll be on Team USA in 2028, and he'll have a much bigger impact than he had on this past, or 2028, or is it 2026? No, 2028, right? Whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah. He'll be on the next Team USA team, and he'll have a much bigger impact than he did this past year. But I think the Pacers are a good team in general, man. I've been the one saying. What were you saying, my bad?
I was going to say that was our NBA talk. I was just kidding.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah. Who wins tonight? The Pacers or the Thunder?
I mean, when rooting for a game 7. So I would like the Pacers to win, but I honestly didn't think the Pacers stood a shot. I had OKC in 5. OKC in 6 would not surprise me. You know, they got that crazy fluky game 1, or else it would have been 5 probably. I mean.
Yeah. Pacers force a game 7. All right, Chris. Yeah, I think the Thunder close them out tonight. Haley's not at 100% health. You don't think it matters. I love a game 7. Nothing beats it. I was really hoping that Edmonton would force a game 7, but that game was over from the get real quick. But all right.
Yeah, a game 7 in hockey is just, I mean, honestly, there's nothing like it.
No, especially the way that series started with both of those games going to overtime. It just felt like one of those going to 7 series, maybe even going to overtime in game 7. But no, Florida really pulled away once they went to Florida. Real disappointing end to that series.
I mean, game 1, when they stole game 1, Halliburton had 14 points.
Yeah. I mean, they got their asses kicked that game. They shouldn't have won. They were up 40. They were up for 47 minutes and 57 seconds. I mean, that's fucking crazy, dude. But who else is pushing at the end of the game to lead this charge? I mean, I think TJ McConnell comes off the bench and gives them quality minutes. I think Nembhard's a stud. I think Naismith's out there hitting big shots at big times. But I mean, Halliburton's their engine.
So any point guard in the league
saw that coming.
Is their engine, because he handles the ball, he dishes, right? He talks to the coach more. So any point guard is just the engine of the team.
I get you. I get where you're coming from, but give me Hallie. If I was starting a team and I had to take one person off of the Pacers to build my team around, I would take Halliburton.
Because Halliburton led him to the in-season title game and lost. Led him to the conference finals and lost. Hey, did you know that possible Siakam's an NBA champion?
Yeah, he's a stud, bro. I think Siakam's a stud. I'm not dogging Siakam by any means. Not at all.
I'm dogging Halliburton.
14,
he has the highest
27.
ceiling on that Pacers team. I mean, maybe.
Siakam could be 42 for all we know. You know? I mean, that's not the argument. It's who's the best, not who you start a team around. So I'm not going to move the goalpost here. But, at the end of the day. No, Siakam's got a really fucking cool story, though. Like, he wasn't even playing basketball like 7-8 years ago or some shit like that. Or like right. 4 or 5 years before he got drafted. Like, he's got a real fucking cool story. Like, I think Siakam's awesome, but I like Hallie. I like Hallie for sure. But OKC takes it. Jalen Williams, man. Everyone wants to talk about SGA. But, man, Jalen Williams has been showing out the last few games. I I thought he was incredibly overrated going into this series, but man, he's played really, really good ball.
You know, he's a stud. The Thunder are going to be real good for a long time. This is another reason why I thought Jokic should have won MVP. Like, he's not by himself over there. And I'm not saying Shea's not top dog. Shea's great. Shea's great. And again, I shit on Halliburton. I think Halliburton's a very good player. I just think he's going to be way overhyped and overrated now. That's all. But I think Shea's a stud. And J-Dub's a beast. And Chet's only going to get better.
Yes. AC's been playing great off the bench for them.
I don't know. I'll say this. OKC gets away with fucking murder.
Yeah, why do you think that is?
I don't know, but I watched Caruso and fucking J-Dub or Caruso, Wiggins, Kaysen. They all just fucking mug motherfuckers. Like Caruso, don't get me wrong. I like Caruso, one of my favorite Bulls for the last couple of years, fun player. But he's mugging dudes, bro. He could have 6 fouls in the first quarter, and he only gets in there with 2 minutes left in the first. Like he mugs dudes, bro. They were talking about his great defense on Jokic. He was mugging them. I don't like how they swallow the whistle so hard. I don't get me wrong. I don't want you calling ticky tacks. I don't want you calling the fucking shit SGA's flailing for, you know. But they're mugging dudes, and that's the problem I have with it is they're mugging dudes on defense, and then SGA they showed it last. Oh God, it was so awful. It was game 4 they won. Or I'm sorry, yeah, game 4 they won, and they show a play with him stiff arming a guy in the lane and going up and getting called for a foul on the highlight in the post game interview. And they're like, "How do you do with all the contact you get?" And they show him throwing a stiff arm, going up layup, and they call the foul on him. It's unbelievable how OKC can mug you and they get called for everything. And I'm not saying drawing a foul is a bad thing. I think it's an art form. I love James Harden. He could do it. SGA could do it. It's an art form. But come on. You know, like it's bad. It's ugly. It's not great on the eyes.
They're fullbacks, man. They're fullbacks running to the hole. That's all they are, man. Drawing contact and throwing it up, chucking, getting a lot of free throws. I don't hate it though, but it's crazy that the youngest team in league on average by age they get all the calls. It's wild. Usually it takes a veteran presence to get those calls. A LeBron, a Michael, a Kobe. But speaking of a LeBron, a Michael, a Kobe, you want to hop into this draft?
Oh, you think those guys are drafted?
I think so. I got at least 2 of them. Actually, I think all 3. Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a whim and say that the three of them will all be drafted in this draft. Yes, I do.
I'll say this: I'm not even thinking about 2 of them.
I know who you are thinking about though, and this is why. For the first time since we've done this, and this part's very exciting. It's one of my favorite parts of the draft. But for the first time since we've done this first overall pick is of the utmost importance. There is a clear-cut 1.1 in this draft. And quite frankly, usually we would do a draft like this and it would be no MJs allowed, but there are GOATs in MLB and
are we snake? We're not snaking, are we?
No, it's just 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, it's just back
1,
and forth.
2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah.
So first pick gets top 3. Like that's 2 top 3. That's great.
Oh yeah,
huge advantage.
Oh, monstrous, and they got Michael Jordan. So that's yeah. Cool. Let's do it. Let's run the fucking race. Let's run the fucking race.
Run that shit.
So we're gonna get this bad boy up. Bang, bang, bang. All right, let me get this out of here really quick. There we go. All righty, baby. You ready, Mike Dogg?
I'm in. Let's go.
All right. 3.
Early start. 2, got to get off to a fast start. You got to get off to a fast start. Let's go.
No! It's over already. I've seen how these things track.
Shit.
Oh, let's go, TK.
What happened? He stumbled out of the gate. You're shitting on me now. It's over. It's over.
TK's flying.
Good job. That's all right. I'm liking pick 2.
Oh, baby. This will be my 3rd. Oh no, I'm not gonna declare it's over till it's over. Oh, look at Mike Dogg. Yeah, what are you doing, Mike Dogg? What was everyone else doing? What am I doing? Run.
It's over, dude.
All right. Well, this has really got this wasn't fun. It was supposed to be more fun. We were supposed to come down to the wire. Mike Dogg is going to finish in last place. Not just between the two of us, but all together, it looks like.
Thanks, Tim.
Thanks. You're welcome, buddy. All right. Well, I'll get hyped. Fuck it. Come on. Get in there. Get in the end zone. All right.
I'm at the 50.
All right.
It's because you put me in fucking Packer colors. That was bullshit.
My bad, Mike Dogg. Oh, boy. Would he be called the great one of picks? Yeah, I think the great one of picks, the 1-1. I like that. The guy in red took a coffee break. Oh, man. All right. Well, the draft is on. 30 players, 15 each, one from each decade, 3 sports. First overall pick. It's got to be him. It's got to go to the NBA. It is. It's him. It is, like Bakley just said, the great one of picks. Pick 1 overall. I'm going to go to the 1990s. We did this draft already, the 1990s draft. It was awesome. And ironically, with the 2nd overall pick in that draft, I took the 90s Bulls. And with the 1st overall pick in this draft, I will take 1990s Michael Jordan.
For the record, your buddy was not talking about Michael Jordan, for the record. He was talking about who I'm taking at number 2, which is Wayne Gretzky. But we'll get back to that. You can go back to hyping Michael Jordan. I just want to let you know. The Great One. You know his nickname? The Great One? Wayne Gretzky?
But he knows NHL's not included, though. Because I told him no NHL.
Oh.
Yeah. I think
that's fair.
Yeah. I
thought we were taking hockey.
Are we? No.
We couldn't name 5 players.
I was like, wait, now you're throwing me off, dude. What the fuck?
Wayne Gretzky would have been top pick, I think, if we had hockey players. His 80s run was sick.
Yeah, probably, dude. It would have. I don't know. I don't know that I couldn't have not taken Jordan, but
anyway, let's hype Jordan some more. 6 titles,
dude.
4 MVPs.
I think 4 MVPs could have easily been 6. 6 finals, 6 finals MVPs.
3
all
MVPs,
NBA. 3. All how many? All first team defenses, all NBA, all first team NBAs. He's the GOAT, man. I sent a video in our chat. You know, we were talking about the chat this a little bit ago. I sent a video yesterday. You know, in all of life, there's always something that comes along. Things change from the 90s to the 2020s, man. It's 30 years ago. It's the oldies, the 90s. But there is one constant still. There is one thing that has not changed. It's Michael fucking Jordan is the GOAT, dude. Cars have changed, houses have changed, technology has changed, food has changed. One thing has not changed. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. That's it. 90s NBA, Michael Jordan.
It's a good pick.
Thank you.
It's a good pick.
I'm curious where you go with this one next.
It's a good pick. It's a good pick. There's just so many options. I feel like if I take this option, it leaves you for a great option. I mean, there's going to be lots of great options, right? Let's just call a spade here. So I think I'm going to take him just because I think he's high on your big board. And I think I'm going to try to cock block a little bit in a sense. Man. I'm going to take, you know what? I might take another NBA player, the guy who changed the game.
It's a good pick. He's on my big board for sure. He's definitely on my big board. There's no doubt about that.
But I'm going to take Ken Griffey Jr. in the 90s.
Oh, good pick. The kid.
Hey, you called him the kid? Look what I wrote down.
The kid. Yo, on my Excel
Hey,
spreadsheet,
my guy.
on my Excel spreadsheet that I'm typing into, I wrote the kid, dude.
Yeah, that's my guy. I only took him. I'll be honest. I had someone else in mind, but I didn't want to see Jordan and the kid and go 90s right there because I think you might have taken him that high. I really do think that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I didn't want to see that on a graphic. I feel like that just plays so hard to our only demographic, which is us too.
Oh man, that's a great pick, dude. Damn, yo, he hit so many. Yo, his numbers, like, all right, because the 90s was what I was looking at for a couple of players, man. There's some real good shit, but his numbers are staggering in the 90s, dude. He had 1,600 hits, he scored 1,000 runs, 382 home runs, 1,100 RBIs, 151 stolen bases, 300 batting average while playing in fucking immaculate defense. Maybe the second best center field of all time behind Andrew Jones. Dude, crazy. Great pick, bro. Great pick.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Ooh, this one's tough. It's not so tough. I know exactly where I'm going to go. I'm going to go to the NFL here. There's 2 years for the NFL for me, though, that are I guess there's one in particular that it's in his era. I guess it's 4 seasons of yeah. We were talking if he wins this Super Bowl this past year that he's like the goat, and I think like this pick is kind of easy for me. He's on the screen. I'm gonna take Patrick Mahomes with this pick here for the 2020s for my NFL. The dude's fucking what is this since 2020? He got the MVP season, man. All pro multiple times, multiple Super Bowls, dude. I don't know. I was thinking about the NFL in the 2020s. I don't know that there's another player close to him. So give me Patrick Mahomes with my NFL 2020s pick.
So if he would have won one game, you could have argued him the GOAT, and if he lost that game, he doesn't have that argument.
But he's still got a chance. He's so young in his career. He still's got plenty of time to come at him. But yeah, man, at this point, the argument's still Brady. Brady's still the GOAT.
Okay, so let's just argue their first 7 seasons?
Yeah, they're very similar. No, they're actually exactly
similar. No, they're not. They're not similar at all.
When it comes to
all over them.
When it comes to the playoffs, they're very similar.
Oh, when he had 1 touchdown pass in his first Super Bowl run, won the whole playoffs. Stop this. I'm fucking done with it.
I saw someone put the comment. I saw someone write this comment. Look at this comment right here is exactly it. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And that's it. Mahomes still has a chance to be the GOAT, but you can't call him right now the GOAT. He's only
won Super Bowl 13-3.
How
are you kidding me?
You cannot call him the GOAT right now. How many he's played? 8 years? You cannot call a guy the GOAT in 8 seasons. You cannot do it. No one was calling Brady the GOAT after 8 years.
Nobody.
Right, you're still not. But it took Brady how many? 70,000 passing yards, fucking 7 Super Bowls, going to the fucking other conference, another team. Like, that's what Brady did. All right. Mahomes ain't there yet. Mahomes could get there. Mahomes could definitely get there.
Hey, do you count all bubble titles or only ones for you guys? Only the ones that you verbally jerk off for?
Well, basketball only counts for a half. Baseball counts for a quarter. The NFL is at least 3 quarters because it's such a grueling
Not
sport.
A full title then. Thank you.
All right. Fine. 6 3/4. All right. That's fine.
Played at your home field with like half the fans. Cool story, bro. He stole Jameis Winston's title. All right, with that said, fuck, this is rough, man.
And I just want to throw out what Mike Dogg's thinking over there because he's stewing over Tom Brady right now. We got 28 of you guys live watching on YouTube right now. We really, really appreciate you guys. If you're here, can you please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. We just passed 1,000 subscribers. We are en route to 2,000. So would really appreciate any new subs, any likes. Hell, comment on the chat. You got an opinion? Throw it on in there. We'd love to hear from you. Bakley says, pull a heel move and take him. Like, I don't know who he's talking about to take.
I'm doing it, Bakley. You know I am. He already seen it coming. It was obvious. If you work the script, it was coming. And I'm taking Tom Brady 2010s.
You can't do that.
Just
No. This is my list, and I'm fucking throwing it out. That's not allowed. I was supposed to get Bonds and Brady in the 14th and 15th.
I mean, he threw
Not
316 touchdown passes to only 80 picks, 43,000 yards in just a decade. I mean, maybe the team wasn't as successful in other years, but he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 top 5 MVPs, winning 2 of them. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take Tom Brady. I think he had a real good run in the 2010s, and I'm gonna take him as my quarterback in the 2010s. Because nobody respects a heel turn better than I do. Just know that. Bakley, it was already cooking, baby, but I appreciate you.
Oh boy. God. Fuck. You damn, that's devastating. I would have just taken Brady instead of Mahomes. Like that was
And after putting it in Tim's ass like that, I'm gonna smoke one because felt that good.
Dude, that's fucking bullshit. All right. You're not supposed to take Tom Brady. That's not, I thought like Brady and Bonds weren't a thing that you do. You don't do that. Damn.
But listen, because I could take him and acknowledge that he's a cheating piece of shit.
Oh man,
Both things can be true, right?
That really fucking that really gets me, dude. Should I share my spreadsheet onto here so people can see it as we go? Do you think that would be beneficial?
Sure.
I don't know if I can or not, actually. Let me see if I can do that really quick. No, I don't think I can. Oh well. Anyway, my bad. Fuck. Damn. Crazy. Good pick. Great pick. Great pick. Fucking fantastic pick. Fucking the kid and Tom Brady. Man, damn. With second overall pick. Money. What's up, Dr. Nix? Hope you're having a good night, brother. Hope you are having a good night, dude. Man, that threw me off, dude. I thought I'd just get to sit on Tom Brady. I like that you took
I bet you wanted to sit on Tom Brady. I bet. I fucking bet. I've accused you wanting that for years. I thought I could sit on Tom Brady. Yeah. Go change your underwear, you fucking super fucking hetero human being.
Man. All right. Hold on. Let me see. Bigley says I can share the screen. Let me see if I can share it to my I know I can share the screen, but I don't know. It's not a tab, it's just my Excel spreadsheet. Oh well. And I'll try to figure that out in 1 second. All right. This one's tough. The board's open now. Brady's gone, Mahomes is gone. This one for me. Whew. I think I'm gonna go baseball though. I did NFL, I did NBA. I think I'm gonna go baseball. I just want to see something really quick.
Don't do it. Are you gonna take the all-time leader in hits of the 90s?
Ooh, and hits in the 90s. That's a good question. I don't know if he's the all-time leader of hits in the 90s. I am gonna take
all-time leader of doubles in the 90s.
Ooh, I don't know. Man. I don't know.
That's
but the guy
that's
I'm
the
going to
same
take.
person. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It could be. It could be.
It's not.
I'm going to take a guy who won 3 MVPs. He played 2 positions. He did the betterment of his team by moving from shortstop to third base to appease Derek Jeter. He had 435 home runs. He had 285 doubles, 1,740 hits. With a 304 batting average. Give me A-Rod 2000s.
Wow. Do I love that pick and do I hate that pick at the same time? I sure do. I sure fucking do. I'll be honest, writing this graphic down, it was kind of weird writing Mahomes 20s. Felt weird. Looking back as I'm reading it here, it just kind of doesn't roll off the tongue right, doesn't feel right. But
Son of a bitch, I lost my spreadsheet. I was trying to do something to share it and I lost it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think A-Rod in the 2000s was definitely one of the best two players in the whole entire decade, man. There's no doubt about it. But he wasn't the best player of the decade. I'll say that.
I'm
But
curious
we'll
who
revisit that.
I'm curious who you're gonna take. Not now.
I'm gonna take
with that pick.
wow. There's just so many great decades.
Oh man, I cannot believe I lost my sheet. I gotta redo it, I guess. Oh, there it is. Whatever.
Who defected? A-Rod defected. I don't know what he's saying.
I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, it's tough because we had to be strategic too. That's why I'm doing it in spreadsheet style so I can see who you took, so I make sure I can save those for later. Because at the end of the day, we'll just be at the end of the draft, we'll just be able to rip, pretty quickly.
Well, yeah,
Opposed to
because we can't. There's a strategy here, easy strategy, right?
right.
If you rip a guy, I don't have to rip that decade because I can save it, right?
Correct, exactly.
And that's why this pick is really a no-brainer. Fucking shit. Give me. It's so tough, man. It's just so tough. The guy I want to take here, I think, deserves to go higher because why do I want his name to sit? But I like sitting in the draft. He deserves better. You ever had someone you're like, you deserve better?
Yep.
Yep. With that said,
Yes. Got it.
Man. I'm going to take Nikola Jokic in the 20s NBA.
That is a great pick, Mike. That's a great.
Yeah, I think there's just obviously this draft is just insanely loaded. So, with that said, there was lots of options you can go. But I mean, we're 5 years in and he has 3 MVPs. That has to matter. So, honestly, he should have won all 5 MVPs of the 2020s. And I'll stand by that. Actually, I thought Luka should have won last year, but I think he should have won this year. And I think he should have won 2 years ago for Joel Embiid. So I think Nikola Jokic is having one of those insanely dominant runs. He could be a 5-time MVP. As of right now, he's going to be 3 MVPs and 2 runners-up. And the 2 runners-up, I think he should have won, and I think he should have lost last year to Luka. But anyways, just a dominant run. The guy just averaged 30, 12, and 10. 30, 13, and 10. What? That's what? He didn't win MVP. What? Insane. I'll take Nikola Jokic, even though I do believe there's other players that their names should have been called, but for strategic reasons, I think Jokic is the pick here.
No, that's a great pick. I was honestly thinking about taking him when I took Mahomes, but I was like, I don't know if Michael go with. That's the slam dunk of the 2020s. Like that's like the Mahomes of the NFL, or that's like the what I'm trying to say. Like Mahomes and Jokic are like very parallel. As a matter of fact, you could probably argue that Jokic is superior to his peers in the NBA in the 2020s than Mahomes is because you got like Allen and Lamar, but they ain't winning Super Bowls like Mahomes, so that's a difference there. Love the pick though. Absolutely.
Team
love
game,
the
buddy.
pick. Huh?
It is a team game, though. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, sure.
I think with Mahomes is great. I love Mahomes. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you, buddy.
No, I love that pick. I do. All right. Let's see. So you've taken NBA 20s, 90s baseball.
I also just want to say that Mahomes' best season MVP year wasn't in the 2020s either. So I know it seems like it's all combined and whatnot, but
2019-20. I get it.
2018.
Was it 18-19?
18 period.
No, I don't know. I don't see Mahomes having the same level of success without Kelsey, Tyreek, or MVS.
MVS just peaked in life. He should probably just go walk off a cliff because someone mentioned his fucking name like it's a prize to have that bum. You could have said Andy Reid. You could have even said the organization or something. But did you just say Martez Valdez-Scantling?
Yeah, that is. I like that. I like that, dude. MVS got to be paying Brandon some sort of something to be.
Maybe I'm missing an MVS somewhere. Who's their initials on defense? Who's their best defender? Oh,
Chris Jones, baby.
Nope, it's not MVS.
At the time back in the day, it was the Honey Badger was always throwing wood.
Hey, by the way, he lost Tyreek and won back-to-back Super Bowls. No big deal. And then lost the third.
Pretty obvious pick. Oh, man, but the other guy, though, fuck. It's one of those where it's like, I'm good with either one.
I like both of our drafts so far, I'll tell you that. I don't look at yours and think bad.
No, this is tough, man. This one is.
I thought A-Rod might have been a little bit of a reach because I thought he could have sat maybe a little bit, but I still love the pick.
Yeah, after you took Brady, I don't know, man. I was like, maybe this guy will take cheaters now. I don't know. So you threw me off, dude. I don't know, but maybe you think there's a better player from the 2000s. So I'm curious to see who that is. Was kind of what I was getting from what you were saying. So that's cool.
Oh, there is a better player in the 2000s for sure.
Anyway, no, I'm curious to see who that is. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna go to the 80s. Yeah.
80s what?
I don't know. I'm torn. I'm torn between the NFL and the MLB, honestly. But I'm going to go to the 80s NFL. I'm going to go to the NFL. I think that you could go offense. You can go a couple of different ways for sure. But I'm going to go defense in the 80s. I want to take Lawrence Taylor. People talk about the best defensive player of all time, and you never not hear his name involved in that conversation. When people talk about the meanest players of all time, you never don't hear his name in that conversation. So he's a fucking bad motherfucker, dude. If I was going to go fight a gorilla and needed to take 100 people with me, like we were talking about John Jones and others, I would love to take Lawrence Taylor with me to that fight.
Him and John Jones got something in common. They both like fucking sniffing cocaine.
Sniffing, blowing, shooting roids, dude. They're perfect together, man. That's my perfect 80s wrestler right there, Lawrence Taylor. Actually, Lawrence Taylor made an event. WrestleMania, dude. Nope. And I ain't even why I was taking him. And it was great in any given Sunday as well. But give me LT, baby. Give me LT.
Oh, that's so good. Hey, can I take 80s Jordan?
No, we gotta take. It's a good pick, but no. Once he's gone.
I thought about taking 80s Jordan. LT is such a great pick, dude. That guy was a monster, a menace. Reshaped the game. He had a really good coach there who just knows how to shape defenses and win championships. Oh yeah, Bill Belichick. But I love the LT pick. I do. I think he is one of, if not the greatest player of all time. Just changed the game. Went to the University of North Carolina. All right. There's so many great options here. There's just so many. I'm actually kind of perplexed on who what? Because there's goats. There's still goats available, right? Isn't that kind of like, I just don't want to take a decade you've taken already because, like I said, strategy. But I ultimately think that I ultimately just think that he's just the GOAT, man. Fuck. With them just being, you're muted, buddy.
Well, that's good to know. Yeah, I was sitting here fucking talking to myself. So I love this draft, baby.
With that being said, with them just being sold for $10 billion, I'm gonna take the guy who reshaped basketball history. It wasn't 90s Jordan. They didn't get live TV because of 90s Jordan. NBA went on from fucking recorded telecast to live TV because people wanted to see, what's that? Can I see some more of the Magic Man? I want to see the Magic Man. I want to see Magic. Show me Magic. Give me 80s Magic Johnson.
Great pick, Mike Dogg. The clear consensus #1 pick from the 80s, in my opinion. Great pick, dude.
I mean, 5-time NBA champ, 3-time Finals MVP, 2-time MVP, 7-time first team All. Magic Johnson was just dominant in the 80s, and I think his team went to what, six finals, 7 finals. I mean, he lost some too, but don't get me wrong. But rookie year going in, playing Game 7 at center because he had to, because Kareem was hurt, to win finals, MVP, rookie year. What?
Nasty, dude. Nasty, brother. Great pick. No, that's a great pick. Yeah, there's a couple other guys in the 80s. I mean, there's only a couple other guys in the 80s, but yeah, Magic was the clear cut. Oops, I wrote him on my team. He's on your team. You can't fucking be confusing the sheet. Can't be confusing the sheet.
Is that who you were? Were you between LT and him?
I was between LT, him, and this guy I'm going to take right now.
Sweet.
So I was between all the 80s. Yeah, so I was between LT, I was between Magic, and I was between the guy who I'm going to take right now. 80s baseball is tough, dude. It really is.
Don't do it. Don't do it to me. Don't do this to me.
No, you're not gonna. No, it's funny because I should probably just wait to take him because you're not. Maybe based on your reaction, I shouldn't take him. Maybe I should take someone else based on your reaction. Fuck it. I'm gonna take my guy. Yo, he only pitched for 5 years, but he won an MVP. He won 2 Cy Young awards. He was fucking 1,200 strikeouts. Give me Roger Clemens, dude. I'm gonna take Roger Clemens for my 80s MLB player.
Sweet.
I figured you weren't taking him base. I forgot that you don't take cheaters, so I should have probably waited to take him.
I didn't say I don't take cheaters. I just took Tom Brady. Did you not see that?
I know. I will. How many cheaters are you gonna take? I mean,
multiple, lots of them actually.
You don't like the Roger Clemens pick, or you just would have went a different route.
No, I went. I didn't. That wouldn't have been my pick. The pick I was thinking you were talking about was someone that I don't think you could take. Let me just look him up real quick to make sure he's non-draftable in any other decade.
What's up, FYF Sports? Thank you for tuning in. Greg, what's up? Can I ask my wife's boyfriend for his opinion? Can I ask my
fucking Greg?
You got me with that.
Go sit in the chair in the corner, Greg. Stop. Watch what we're doing.
Yeah, me for a second. I was like, oh shit. Damn, I want to know. Well, there's 2 other. Actually, I'm curious to see if you take the other 2 guys who I would have taken in the 90s.
In the 80s, you mean?
Yeah, that one. I'm
in
looking
the
at
80s. So you can't take another 80s baseball player, right?
No, you could just spit right now, man. Do whatever you want. Yeah.
Ricky Henderson.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, Ricky Henderson and Mike Schmidt.
He's my favorite thing to watch on Baseball Reference, dude. His stat is just littered with bold black italics. I don't know if you can see that, but it's one of the best, dude. And people don't really realize how great he played. 25 years and retired with a 401 on base percentage.
Nasty. That's nasty, dude. No, I love Ricky. I guess I was looking at MVPs and I was looking at Cy Youngs and shit. Obviously, the big awards, whatever. I was surprised that he never got one, but that's not taking away how great he was. He was a fucking all-star every year but 1981. So he was a 9-time all-star.
Ricky did win MVP once.
Not in the 80s.
Not in the 80s.
Yeah,
but the reason he's so amazing in the 80s, though, is because he went stolen bases, 156.
Yo, what's up, Gabby?
130, 108, 66, 80, 87, 93, 77.
Ugh.
Insane.
Dude, insane.
If you're getting on base at a 400 clip and you're automatically at second base every time, well, there's also a reason why you have all these bold italics on runs too, because you led the league in runs with 146 in 1985. He averaged a run a fucking game.
Bro, this guy had 1,100 in just the 80s alone. He had 1,100 runs, dude. 1,500 hits, 137 home runs, 840 stolen bases, dude.
146 runs in 1985 in 143 games.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
Over a run a game, he averaged.
That's like
what?
That's like what Scott Pasenik did for the 2005 White Sox.
Who?
I'm just kidding.
Has anybody who's watching this right now even heard those names before? Just be honest.
Scott Pasenik, and everyone knows who Captain Clutch is. But no, I'll. Do you want me just to pencil Ricky Henderson in for your 80s baseball player and just eliminate that pick now? You can still keep your pick, obviously.
No, because I want to keep it on my board. Please don't do that.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no, do you?
Oh man, this draft is gonna go forever because we're not even 5 guys in. We got 10 more guys. Great pick. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you. Are you just replaying that comment? Just keep putting it up, but it was only for like one pick, like 10 picks ago. He just keeps putting it on. I'm like Chris LeClaire's biggest fan. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah, Gabby. 20 MLs me. Yeah, Otani. We'll get. There's 2 players in the 20. There's only 2. I'm fine if I get either one of them. I don't really give a shit. So that'll be one of my last.
Are
picks.
You fine with either one?
I am. I really am.
I mean, because
I'm fine with either one of them.
All right.
Why don't you just take one of them now and just alleviate that choice for me for later?
I might just do that for you, kid.
Thanks. You should.
I am.
Do it.
I'm going to take the greatest baseball player I've ever witnessed with my own eyes. And I'm going to take him in the 2000s because I don't want you to take him in the 90s. I'm going to take 2000s Barry Bonds, who was the greatest player of the 2000s for the record. You could argue your A-Rod pick all you fucking want. I'm just going to tell you one stat that it might not because you're a fucking talker in general, but it should just shut you the fuck up. From in the 2000s, his on-base percentage was .517. He got on base more than half of the time.
You're talking about my GOAT, bro. You're not saying
that is
shit
insane.
To me, dude.
5-7. He only played 7 years. I get it, but that's how.
No, I just think you're bullshit. I just think you're bullshit because you should not have taken Bonds. You should have saved him for the 90s for me. That was the whole strategy here. You weren't going to take him, and I was going to take 90s Bonds. Well, I'm not too sure exactly what it is that you're doing, taking Brady and taking Bonds. It's almost like you destroyed my whole draft on purpose. And I think that I, unlike you, am just going to fucking walk out.
God, I love this guy so much. And I'm talking TK, not Barry Bonds.
You fucking fuck, man. No, that's a great pick. That's a fucking phenomenal pick. I was just gonna take him in the 90s and thought I could do that later because you.
I mean, he won 4 MVPs.
I was hoping your 2000s player better than A-Rod was someone actually not Barry Bonds. I mean, come on, guy, come on.
I know. Once I gave away those clues, I was mad at myself. I'm like, fuck. I was waiting for you to take 90s Bonds.
I was just trying to
But
invoke strategy here, dude. I just thought I'd get 90s bonds later based on the fact that you had the kid, based on the fact that you hate him, based on the fact that you hate cheating, based on the fact that you already
hey,
took Tom Brady.
what? So you associate Barry Bonds, cheating, and Tom Brady all together? Well, that's weird. They went to the same high school where they didn't teach ethics, which I always like to tell people because they're both cheating piece of shits. But are they both great? You fucking bet your sweet ass they are. Let's go.
God, I hate it. I hate it. Your baseball shits all over me no matter what I do. That's fucking. Oh, fuck, man.
That's not true.
That's horrible. That really put a big.
And you're not
damper on
taking
it.
90s Ricky. I knew that. I looked at his stats. I'm like, nope.
No, I might have to go big hurt. I might have to go. No, I have to go back to the drawing board. I might have to go big hurt there. Damn, that really fucking.
Who?
The big hurt?
Cool. I heard his
He
name
won
before. I think he was
won
all right.
3 MVPs. I think maybe it was 2. Oh man, that throws me off. Now I'm looking at 1990s baseball when I should be fucking thinking about my next pick. That's how you get. That's how you get in my head. 2-time MVP. That's what it was.
Hmm.
Oh, 320 batting average though. 300 home runs. Yeah, that might be the guy. That might be the guy.
I mean, cool. But I'm
Yeah.
not touching him.
I know. Well, that's the you can't anyways. Now you're done. You're
Well, that's what I'm saying though. Like, there's you're doing future picks. I'm trying to stay in the moment.
Yeah, I understand. Damn, that's crazy. Albert Bell at 350 home runs in the 90s. It's fucking impressive, right?
Albert Bell should be in the Hall of Fame. It's a shame that he's not.
Damn,
His 7-year peak was insane.
Dude, 350 home runs? Wow. That's fucking dirty. I might have to go pitcher again. Maybe I'll go Maddox. Maybe I'll just make a fucking whatever. All right. Okay, let's see. So I could go 2000s basketball, 2010s basketball. Yeah, it's probably the pick. Can go MLB, 2020s, 2010s MLB. Oh, 2010s MLB is not bad. Maybe I'll do that. Let's see. I think maybe I'm going to do the 2010 MLB. I think it's really a one-player race, at least name value. 285, 200. 285, 200. That's probably be fucking hard pressed to find a better overall player unless you go. Yeah, fuck it. I'll do the opposite of the 80s. Let me go. I'll do 2010. No. Fuck.
Listen, I get it. I fucking get it. I know who you want to take, but I know who I'm going to argue against it. And I know who you want to take, but I know who you should take. And that's probably what you're arguing. Like, he's better, but I don't want to admit it.
I think I might go different sport. The problem with the different sport is that I literally asked the question the other day is if this player plays in this player's fucking era. So how could it fucking be? How could I take this player over the other player is the question. Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, dude. It's a fucking. Fuck, man. That's like one of those ones where it's like I'd be okay if it was either. If I got either, I mean, I don't really want to do it. My bad, guys. My bad. I don't mean to. 26.5, 7 and 7.7 and 7.7 is pretty fucking nasty though, dude. I know. And you'll be able to argue against it later. Fuck it. But I'm gonna take it. You can argue the other side. I can argue the other side. It's fine. But he's definitely the second best basketball player of all time. I'm gonna be hard pressed not to take him. Give me LeBron James 2010s to 2019. 26.5 points per game, 7-7, 7-7 for rebounds and assists. His average are I mean, the guy went to fucking what 9 straight finals. He only won a fucking couple of them, bitch. But man, you cannot take away from his greatness, dude. You can't take away from his greatness. And I could definitely argue the other person in the 2010s for sure. You can't. I can't.
You told me it was
can't.
his era.
Huh?
You told
I
me
know.
it was that guy's era.
I know. I asked if LeBron played in that guy's era, right? But LeBron did way too much. I can't pass LeBron. I can't let Mike have LeBron, Bonds, and Brady. So give me LeBron. 2010s, of course. I'm curious to see who you thought I was going to take, though, the other one. Maybe he'll still be there. Maybe you take him right now. Huh?
Chef?
No.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was who you were going to argue right here in the 2010s.
Curry. Oh, yeah. I thought you meant the baseball. I'm talking about the 2010s baseball. I didn't know who you were talking about. Oh, yeah. No, Chef. Yeah, Curry for sure. Yeah. Obviously.
I might just go homer on my 2010s baseball and take someone off the greatest team of the 2010s.
Greatest. Oh, who would you take?
Oh. You think about it? That's insulting. I'm insulting.
Well, I had to think about the best team of the 2010s, and I had to think about who you'd take on that team.
I'm going to take I'm going to take 2010s baseball.
Oh, fuck.
And someone you weren't going to touch, don't worry.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. You wouldn't have touched him, trust me. You're a hater because you're dumb.
Oh.
But in the 2010s, this guy went 156 and 61 with a 2.31 ERA. 2.31 ERA. I just want to say how sick that a 2.31 ERA is. And he also had 3 Cy Youngs. He
I know
finished
exactly
runner-up 2 more times and was top 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times out of the 2010s. And I'm going to take one of the GOATs. And if you don't think he is, you're stupid. Yeah, I'm taking Clayton Kershaw.
Yeah, good pick, dude. That's who you were talking about. Great pick, dude. Great pick. I love the pick. One of the best regular season pitchers of all time, bar none.
I think he has multiple rings, sir.
I thought he only had a half ring, or is that the quarter ring?
Is that multiple? There's 1 1/4. Is that multiple? Is that more than 1?
I don't know. I thought multiple had to be over 2. I could be wrong.
That's what multiple has to be. I thought multiple is just not 1. Also, by the way, this pitcher won an MVP and finished top. He got MVP votes 1, 2, 3, 6 times in the decade of 2010s.
No, he was nasty.
As a pitcher, and won his MVP.
His dominance was incredible. Dude.
Do you have anybody that's better in the 2010s for baseball?
No, I was thinking about Trout. Obviously, that's who I was looking at on the offensive side of things. But his numbers aren't that. His numbers, like from I'm not an analytics guy, so fuck that. But from like an analytics perspective, his numbers are insane. But I don't know. I don't like 200 home runs. I don't know. That's nothing to really fucking. I know the game's different nowadays, but I don't know. So Trout, I was looking at Trout, and then Kershaw, obviously, that from a pitching perspective, Kershaw. But we also had some really nasty pitchers in the 2010s, man. You had Kersh, Mad Max was fucking filthy, Justin Verlander was filthy. So you had a real nice top 3 there when it came to top pitching. But yeah, Trout will probably be my pick when it swings back over to me. I'm gonna save that one now. Unless, of course, you go Trout. No. He's been nothing but fucking injured. Yo, what's up? I don't even know Bustin' Nut. What's Bustin' Nut? Yeah, circle jerk. Yeah, we're always circle jerking over here on a circle at a bait. Mass debaters. I like that. I'll have to bring that up to Ivan. We could be mass debaters. Appreciate you tuning in. Very, very much so. Man, this is good. This has been a real fun draft here. Clayton Kershaw was not on my radar though, so I'm glad that he went. Barry Bonds going really sucks. Was hoping to pull him later. Was hoping to pull Brady later, not because they're not GOATs, but because, Mike Dogg is cheating. Oh, this one's tough now. This really opens up for me. Man, I could go
I just want to say
2000s.
that Clayton Kershaw is the best player of the 2010s.
Yeah, you make a real great argument, and probably the best argument, honestly. I can't really argue Trout. I think that's a great play there.
Unless you like war or something stupid like that. Ugh.
All right, I'm gonna do it. Give me 1 second just to pull something.
Yeah, I fucked up. I probably should have taken Trout.
Trout's fucking analytics are through the roof, dude. All right, but no, I'm gonna go 2000s NFL. It looks to be open, right? Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I mean, Mike Dogg argues that this guy's the GOAT all the time. 47,000 passing yards, 350 touchdowns, 98 passer ratings, 3-time MVP, Super Bowl MVP. I'm only talking about that, but yeah, give me Peyton Manning, dude. It was always Brady and Manning, right? If I'm not walking out of this with Brady, I'm definitely happy I'm walking out of this with Manning. Manning and Mahomes. Nice couple of quarterback options right there. But yeah, nothing but fucking pure filth from Peyton Manning. He averaged over 4,000 yards a season, over 30 touchdowns a season. Like I said, 3 MVPs, Super Bowl MVP, 2 Super Bowl rings, 2 different teams.
Yeah.
I love Peyton Manning.
Yeah, that's a great pick. That's a great pick, dude.
Yo, Dylan, what's up, brother? I thought about going defense with that pick. I'm sure you know who I would take if we went that route, but I think Peyton Manning was too good to pass up in that spot.
Yeah, I think it's a
So what do
I
you
am gonna
have?
take
2000s.
people
2000s.
argue this guy as the GOAT. I may not take him as my GOAT, but I'll tell you this much. No one was better in the 90s NFL than Barry Sanders.
Nice pick.
Barry Sanders, 90s
Damn.
NFL. Because people could argue him the GOAT. I think getting a GOAT this late is pretty good.
Great pick. He was number one on my 90s NFL big board. So that was definitely
he?
Yeah, he was. Yep. Yeah. Brady
he never went under. His lowest totals was 11,059 yards. Other than that, he didn't go below 13. He led the NFL in rushing 3 different times. I mean, he's just a bell cow. Retired early, robbed us of greatness. Retired at 30 years old. I'll never forget that day. I'll never forget where I was. It was probably like the 7th biggest retirement in my sports history.
He was a great man. He really was, dude. Yeah, I was looking at him. He was number 1 on my 90s NFL big board. And then Deion Sanders, Reggie White. See where I go once we get there. But damn, we are running out of options here. Running out of options here for what we haven't drafted together. 2000s NBA, 2020s MLB. Oh man, they're both tough choices. Wow. Damn. Oh man, these are 2020s MLB, in my opinion, is a 2-horse race. In the 2000s NBA is a 3-horse race. Oh man, this is so tough for me. Let me just look up something really fast here. It's funny when you do these things. I put together just a little big board, and I had ready to go my big board, but I just kind of wanted to see one more time. Shit, man. So 200 plus. It's so sick. 2 MVPs. Man, I'm not gonna lie. I'm between Judge and Otani right now. Those are that's who I'm sitting here trying to choose between. And it's just tough, right? Because Otani, that's a once in a lifetime player. We haven't seen someone do what he's done in fuck how long? Ever? Babe Ruth? Not since I've been alive. He's the first player I've seen do it since I've been alive. Guy hits 30, 40 home runs, steals 50 bases.
Babe Ruth never pitched in the year he hit too.
Really?
Yeah, no, he pitched then hit.
He didn't do it at the same time? This guy's won 3 MVPs.
I don't believe so.
Fuck it. He's a unicorn, dude. It sucks because it's the other option, such a good option just to leave for you. But I'm gonna take Otani, man. Guy's a unicorn. He's won 3 MVPs in the 2020s, 50 home runs,
4 Cy Youngs.
It's crazy, dude. So you talk about unicorn. I never in my lifetime thought I'd see a guy pitch and hit at the same time. But not just pitch and hit at the same time, but do it on levels that he does it. MVP caliber on both sides. Plus he steals bases. It's fucking insane, dude. Yeah.
To be fair, he hasn't pitched in 2 years.
It was like, I was surprised to see it was like 600 days, but that's because everyone, I sent you the video the other day. I forgot what pitcher was fucking screaming about it. If you don't get Tommy John in baseball anymore, odds are you're not going to fucking be pitching, right? Isn't that like a mandatory thing you have to do to pitch nowadays?
No.
That's what it seems. All the kids get it. Not that he's a kid. He could be 40 for fuck's sake. I mean, you never know. But yeah, that's one of those it's 2-player race. I would be surprised if you went anywhere else.
It is. I agree with you. I think it is but maybe it's not.
Yeah. Mike Dogg, are you going to go 2000s NBA and fill that last bucket, or are you going to start filling in? I kind of hope you go 2000s NBA because this was a real tough one for me, and I thought the obvious one was the obvious one, but the other one, I think
I should have taken Otani last time. I was going to take Otani. I wanted him on my board instead of Barry Sanders. I like Barry Sanders' pick, but I thought I was going to have Otani because I thought you'd go 2000s NBA here. And, I mean,
2000s NBA is tough, bro. It's really, to me, it's a 2-horse race. You could say it's a 3-horse race, but it's like he's the guy, right? But if you look at the numbers, I think the other guy might be the guy, dude. It's tough. I'm fine with either, so I'm glad that you're making the choice here. But it's a tough choice.
Yeah, but there's also there's just bigger than looking at just the numbers and shit. You ever seen someone you ever see someone crumple up a piece of paper and yell, "Jimmy
Duncan"? No, nobody, dude.
Just throwing that out there. No one's ever done that. No one ever will. I take that back. I do it when I hit the backboard, right? Timmy D. But that just means I missed, for the record. Because when I say I hit the backboard, it was on purpose. It fucking wasn't.
I love that call out. That's the biggest thing. We always talk about that at the bar every time we throw our napkin across the bar into the fucking trash can. Kobe, baby. Kobe. No one's ever yelling.
I'm still old enough where I still yell Jordan. Well, technically I yell Jordan because I always do the back bend, turn around, fade away. That's what I do, over left shoulder, Jordan stuff. Because you got to. I'm a Chicago guy. But with that said, I think cultural impact, and I think of honestly, my dog is named fucking Kobe.
There you go.
He's got, hey, you ever seen someone say, "Hey, I need to go lace up my Timmy D's"?
No, Kobe's a great pick, bro. No, it's the pick. I think it's Kobe's the pick. I think if I had to choose between the two of them, I would choose Kobe. So I just wanted you to do
81-point game. There's a lot of things in there. I'm gonna take Kobe Bean Bryant. Rest in peace.
When we're talking about guys with huge fucking balls, we're not talking about LeBron. We're talking about Michael Jordan. We're talking about Kobe Bryant. And we're talking about Jalen Brunson. All right. Those are the guys whose balls
I love that.
the size of watermelons. All right. No, that's a great pick. Okay. So now we can kind of just start filling in, I guess, as we go. So I guess it doesn't really matter. Just pick a spotter, best available. Let me look at my sheet. Yeah, I guess we can just start. Because I don't think we'll have any crossover from here on out. So I guess 80s. See, 80s NBA is fucking tough, dude. I need to just do a quick bit of research one last time.
80s NBA is tough.
Yeah, dude, you'd be surprised how
No,
fucking
no,
it should be
no.
Larry Bird, obviously, but you would be
Yeah.
surprised how good a fucking stats Kareem put up in the fucking 80s, dude. Like, surprised. I was shocked when I saw this. This was slam dunk for me. 80s Magic Larry, whatever. I don't fucking care. But so Larry, 24 and a half a game, 10 boards, 6 assists, 50% field goal, 10-time All-Star, 3-time NBA champion, 2 times final MVP, 3-time MVP in that time frame, 9-time All MVP or All NBA. Kareem, 21, 9, 2 blocks a game, 50% from the field, 5-time champion, Finals MVP, NBA MVP, 10-time All-Star, 4-time All MVP. But I'm going to take the guy who is a 9-time All NBA, and I'm going to take Larry Bird. Reading those numbers back to back, it was Larry. It was easy. But I'm going to give Kareem his love because Kareem was still doing his thing in the fucking 80s, dude. But yeah, it was magic. It was Larry. It was Larry. It was magic. And I'm going to take Larry. And what is up, my Chi-Town brother? Henry, hope you're having a good day, my dude.
What's up, buddy?
Bird.
All right, so now we're filling in, right?
Yeah.
This is fun. Like, I'm going to go ahead and take Joe Montana 80s football.
It's a fucking great pick, dude. Do you know the other guy? Oh, or maybe I could take him in the 90s for football.
No, you wouldn't take him in the 90s. If you look at his numbers, you wouldn't like him in the 90s.
I wouldn't. No, I probably wouldn't.
Nope. You won't.
You know who I'm thinking of?
Damn the man. Mr. Ace Ventura?
No, Jerry Rice. Because I was going to say the 80s.
Jerry.
Yeah, I'm going to look at Jerry's 90s stats really quick because I might take him for the 90s. Yo, Joe Montana, for me, the 80s NFL was real tough because you had LT, you had Joe Montana, and you had Jerry Rice. Like, you talk about GOATs. LT is the defensive GOAT. Jerry Rice is the GOAT of wide receivers unless you're streets. He takes Randy Moss. And then I
take Randy Moss as well.
There you go. And then you have Joe Montana, who could still to this day be argued as the GOAT. So let's see. Jerry Rice had an incredible decade in the 90s, leading the NFL in receiving 6 times, receiving touchdowns 6 times, 4 seasons over 100 receptions, specifically in 1995 where he set the league record and had 1,850 yards. Wow, okay. Yeah, so I was going to take Deion Sanders here as I thought that have Deion and LT on my team together, that'd be fucking sexy and flashy. Nah, what I just read about Jerry Rice, he is still doing GOAT things in the fucking 90s. So I'll take 1990s Jerry Rice.
To me, and I'm a hater, that's the worst pick here.
Really?
Yeah, just being honest. I thought you could have went Deion. I thought you could have went Reggie White, like you said.
Yeah.
And Jerry Rice is cool, but like, I don't know. Cool.
Are you just a Jerry Rice hater? Is that it? Because
I think he gets overrated. Yeah.
Yeah, because his number, I mean, the first half of the 90s, I mean, shit, he still had 1,000-yard receiving years in the 2000s. That's fucking crazy, dude. Damn.
He only led the league in receiving 4 times, by the way, in the 90s. You said 6.
It did say 6. That's what Google said.
And touchdowns only 3 times. You said
it's an incredible decade in the 90s, leading NFL in receiving 6 times and receiving touchdowns 6 times.
Yeah. That's incorporating his 80s as well. I think
that's specifically in the 90s.
Well,
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that Google's wrong.
I'm on his football reference page here.
Oh, so it specifically says that.
Yeah, but that's okay. It's not like he wasn't great in the 90s. I'm not saying he's not. No, I just think Jerry Rice was a product of the perfect timing of the perfect way of like quarter. I mean, he came to a championship team. They had won, I think, 2 titles before he got there, maybe 81 and 84, and he came in 85. You got Joe Montana there, Bill Walsh. Bill Walsh might be the greatest offensive mind in NFL history because everyone comes from Bill Walsh. still to the day, that coaching tree is vast. So I don't know. I just always thought he was a bit overrated. It's not like he was like, he's a great route runner and all that shit. He was 6'2", 200 pounds. He wasn't like insanely fast. He was just like, honestly, like the first new wave of receivers in the great system, great quarterbacks. I guess, I'm not hating on it. Jerry Rice, he had an awesome 90s. He did. Started off the year with 1,500 yards. I'm not hating on it. He's great. Great in the 90s. I honestly just thought Deion Sanders could make that pick. Reggie White. Reggie White.
Well, I only took Jerry Rice because I said he led the fucking 96 times in touchdowns and receiving yards. That is quite a fucking far cry from 3, all right? That is double. That is literally double.
No, it's still a great pick. But like Reggie White,
I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change it. No, I'm
it's
gonna
too
change
late.
it.
I can't talk you out of it.
It's
no,
it's
too late.
You're not talking me out of it.
I talked you out of it.
Liar. Google's a liar.
I talked you out of it. You already made the pick.
I'll keep Jerry Rice. That's fine. But Google is bullshit because if you tell me that he led the league 6 times in 10 years,
do your homework.
Yards and touchdowns, that is fucking goat shit. All right.
The research fucked you. No, but Jerry Rice, I think he's great. I'm not saying he's not. I think there's certain times and certain periods where you come along where it's just like the perfect storm, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I
didn't realize he tore his ACL in 1997, and that's why he fucking fell off.
What about him doing his thing with Steve Young? Was Steve Young a bad quarterback?
Steve Young was awesome.
Yeah, no, he won MVPs.
I'll keep the Jerry pick and tell Google to go fuck itself.
I honestly think I would take Steve Young in the 90s. If we weren't bigots haters, we might. Fuck that guy.
No. Favre was definitely a top 5 option. And if we weren't in Chicago, he might be taken by a lot of people.
No shot. Listen, like Reggie White, everyone talks about Favre, he won a championship. They traded for Reggie White the year before. They had the number 1 defense, and that's why they won a championship. Reggie White. It wasn't like, combo, I guess, team sport, blah, blah, blah. But
all right, fucking. I'll keep my Jerry Rice pick. I hate that you had to put I guess I'm glad that you went deeper into looking at it. Damn, look at that. Everyone wants AI to take over the world. AI just fucked my draft. I could have taken who fucking 7 all-pro first teams in the 90s. All right, Jerry Rice only had 4. All right, that's 3 more.
I just think like Deion Sanders was so 90s because like his picks, his dance, getting in the end zone, high stepping and shit like that. There was like he was in commercials. He played in the MLB prime time. Also went to the greatest university in Florida State. I love Deion Sanders.
I thought that you were going to take Jerry Rice in the 80s, so I didn't even think that I would fucking have Jerry Rice in the 90s. And
I think having Tom Brady and Joe Montana is pretty cool.
No, it's awesome. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah, dude. For sure. No doubt. I love it. So him being available for the 90s really threw my draft off a little bit because he was available. Yeah. So
I wonder who you go 90s now in the MLB.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Oh, is it on me? No, it's on you.
No, it's on me.
Yeah.
With that said, we should get this moving along. My wife's probably going to kill me.
Yeah, we can run these picks.
No, I enjoy talking about it. I'm just saying, all right, let me get back to this. I'm going to take 2010's Steph Curry.
Yeah, it's a great pick.
If you ask me, it should have been unanimous. Oh, wait, unanimous? Has there ever been a unanimous MVP in the NBA?
I thought Curry did it that 1 year.
There has been one
Oh.
unanimous MVP in the NBA, and his name would be 2-time MVP, finished top 6, I think 5 or 6 times.
Kept LeBron from getting a couple more championships.
That doesn't matter to me, but he's a champion.
Matters.
Yeah, Steph Curry. Ultimately, there's not a Sterling. I just want to revert to this. Sterling Sharp. I do think he could have because Sterling Sharp was fucking fantastic. But situation matters. Health matters. Longevity and health is great asset. It's one of Bron's assets. I'm not hating on Kareem's assets. I'm not hating on Jerry Rice for being great for so long. I just think that like him being great for so long has so many 10-year-olds that thought he was great from 1988 Then there was 10-year-olds in 1998 that he was, you know what I mean? There's a big gap that grew up calling him great. I'm just saying that. But back to Steph Curry. Not too many guys just like change the game. And there's no argument that Steph Curry changed the game. If you pull up logo 3, you yell Steph, you yell Chef, something like that. It's incredible. Steph Curry changed the game. Better or worse, you could say about the chucking of threes and whatnot. I mean, it's worse visually for sure for the fan watching everyone chuck threes, but threes are more than 2. So if you hit 33, if you hit a third of your threes, it's bigger than hitting half your 2s. That's just facts, like. I mean, but you don't hit that. You always hit like 40%. So hitting 40% of your threes is better than hitting 50% of your 2s. Kind of a math thing. But yeah, Steph Curry changed the game, and yeah, that's that. Shit.
Great pick. I'll stick with hoops. I'll stay in I'll go to the 2000s. Like we said, every time we shoot a piece of paper off the wall to go into the basket, we yell, Timmy. No, I'm just kidding. But Tim Duncan, it was 1A, 1B, 1 and 2. Tim Duncan, I think he won 4 championships in the 90s. Dude was fucking phenomenal, man. Played both sides of the court, dude. Just a consummate leader. I love Tim Duncan, man.
I think he's honestly underrated.
He is underrated, dude. No, you'd be
people
surprised.
Have him top 10.
It's fucking crazy to me. Anyone who doesn't have Tim Duncan in the top 10 doesn't know basketball. It's fucking absurd.
It's just hard. It's just hard because there's so many great players. Like, I'm a Bill Russell hater from the 60s and think that he couldn't hold anyone's jock. I wouldn't have him in my top 15 probably. But he won a lot of championships. He played great defense. I call him Dennis Rodman with a little better of offensive game. You put Dennis Rodman in the 60s, he's doing the same thing.
No, he wasn't a good leader, though. I'm sure Bill Russell was a great leader. He was a coach, too, when he retired, right? Which means he had to be a good leader.
And this is going to sound like a little twinge of undertone, and I'm not that guy, but, like, back then, Bill Russell had to stay in line. He didn't have the option to be Dennis Rodman. Not saying he would have, but, like, and I'm not saying he wasn't a great leader, but you didn't have an option. Like, those were different times, you know?
No doubt.
Not saying he's not a great leader. He is. But
no, I'm just saying
Boston,
that's right. Like,
being in Boston, you better toe the line, buddy.
My top 10 NBA list, more times than not, Bill Russell's sitting 8 or 9-ish, right around where Tim Duncan's sitting. It's
all right, like there's lots of guys though. Magic, Bird, Wilt. Like
it's Michael, LeBron, Kareem, Magic. You got Bird, you got Wilt, you got Russell, you got Kobe, you got Duncan, you got Shaq, and then you got Keem and you got Steph. There's 12 right there. So who you knocking out? Like that, right. Because everyone wants to say, and then everyone now the argument is Jokic. Jokic is going to be top 10 of all time. Jokic is going to be top 10 of all time. Where? Who are we signing out? Then maybe Russell gets slid out then, right? Maybe Duncan does get slid out then. Shaq, Hakeem,
those guys win 3 MVPs. Should have been 5.
Right. I get it. That Jokic is coming, dude. This list is going to be changed in a couple of years.
My list is Jordan, Kareem, Bron.
Yeah.
And then anywhere 4 through probably 12 for me could be interchangeable, to be honest.
It really can.
For a lot of guys.
I agree. The top 3 are
like
locked.
I think Hakeem Olajuwon's an underrated guy of all time. Especially in this era, he'd be great because his flexibility on defense. He was guarding guards in the 80s and 90s, dude. His offense and defense, I think he's the only player in history to win MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Finals MVP in the same year.
Yeah, it's so sick. Oh, the dream, baby. That's right. Top 12. But then you got to look at him, Shaq, Will. There's so many of them. I digress. Let's keep this moving, baby. Who you got?
Center position is deep in itself. God, who's Jokic cracking top 5?
Right. Well, yeah, man. You got Kareem, Wilt, Bill, Shaq, Hakeem, Jokic. He's past D-Rob. We know that. He's moved past him. Your NBA team's almost filled. You just need one. You need the 90s, 80s baseball.
Do I do it? I gotta do it right now. Don't do it.
It's tough, even with the number one eliminated. I don't know how many of the number ones are actually taken. Probably they're all fucking Barry Bonds, man. Unbelievable. Oh yeah, Henry Wilt for sure, dude. Yeah, Kareem, Russell, Wilt, and you got Shaq, Hakeem, and Jokic. Like, those are the top 6 for sure. It's just it's so hard because I always like to think like Wilt scored 100 points, and I'm not saying it's because he was able to jump through the roof when he had jumping over everybody, but Wilt 6'11" jumping over everybody, right? Like, would Wilt have been able to have that same production today? Like, what if you put? I mean, Shaq wasn't as athletic, but Shaq was just a monster. Like, what if you put Shaq back then? Would you just be able to just throw the ball to Shaq in the post and he just turns around and dunk? These are things you got to think about. That's why when Mike was talking about Babe Ruth earlier, I think it was before you got here. You know, he's playing against fucking me and Mike bagging groceries and shit back in the day. It's like, you know, his competition levels were so fucking different, dude. You know, guys out there fucking laying brick one minute and he's playing baseball the next minute. Like, it was different back then. But I digress. Who you got, Mike Dogg?
I'm gonna go 1980s. 1980s MLB. And I'm going to take Michael Jack Schmidt.
He doesn't even take Ricky Henderson. What a fucking guy.
I do love Ricky. I do. But I mean, from 1980 to 1989, Michael Jack Schmidt won 3 MVPs, 7 Gold Gloves, finished top 7 in MVP 3 more times, led the MLB in home runs 5 times, led him in RBIs 4 times, led him in walks 3 times. I mean, his 385 on base percentage, I don't know. I think he has an argument in one of the GOATs. You could argue him best third baseman of all time. People do, because like Brooks Robinson was probably better defensively, but Mike Schmidt was better offensively. What do you trade for? Phillies won championships with Mike Schmidt.
He was number 1 on Clemens was number 1.
World Series MVP.
Yeah, Mike Schmidt was a stud, bro. I think he had 330 home runs or something. Like, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, in the 80s he had 313, which is 31 a year. Yeah,
nasty.
Yeah, give me Michael Jack Schmidt.
That's a great pick. No, it's a phenomenal pick. Definitely the best hitter. That's what I thought. I was surprised when you were going with Ricky earlier. I was like, oh man, I thought he would go with Mike Schmidt.
Ricky. I do, but chicks dig the long ball, so
yeah, Schmidt did it all. He did it all out there. All right, so 2020's NBA I'll save because I don't know Giannis, Luka. I don't know. I'll think about that still. 90s MLB, 2010s MLB. I'll just take 2010s. Actually, I'll just take 2010s NFL. That's pretty easy. It should be. Yeah, Aaron Donald. You can argue Aaron Donald is Aaron Donald's the greatest defensive player of all time. People do, and he was definitely the best defensive player of the 2010s. So if the quarterbacks are gone, if Brady's gone, if Manning's gone, yeah, give me Aaron Donald right there. Strap it up and hunker down with Aaron Donald. Not your number 2?
Nope.
Who was your number 2?
I thought maybe you were going JJ Watt.
Oh, no, I like Donald better than Watt. If I was doing one of those all-time drafts like we do, I would take Donald over Watt.
They both won 3 defensive player years in the oh no, I'm sorry. Aaron Donald only won 2 in the 2010s. JJ Watt won 3 in the 2010s. But I digress.
Yeah, sacks are a lot sexier. We all know that.
But I mean, JJ, like, that's the thing, is like they talk about Aaron Donald being a defensive tackle, right? But JJ Watt plays in a defensive end on a 3-4 defense typically. He lined up inside too. He wasn't predominantly rushing the passer. He's not a pin your ears back guy, and he led the NFL in sacks. Like that's why it's talked about that he led a sacks in the NFL twice, because he's not a pin your ears back and go guy. He plays inside on a defensive end position. You know,
It's not like he was dropping back to cover. He was stopping the run or going to get at the quarterback. That's what JJ Watt did.
No, you're wrong on that. You got to clog the line sometimes. You're not on the outside going after the. That's not.
I said he was trying to stop the run or he was going after the pass. That's what JJ Watt was doing. Yeah, he wasn't fucking dropping back in coverage.
Right, but I'm just saying it's not like he's just running to get the passer. He's not just pinning his ears back.
Aaron Donald's sitting there eating up double, triple teams on the inside and shit, dude.
I'm not arguing he's not, but to lead the sacks twice while doing that is what
how many
I'm
other
saying,
defensive tackles have won multiple MVPs?
Huh?
I said, how many other defensive tackles have won multiple MVPs? Or defensive players of the year, my bad.
Reggie White probably did.
The end? Yeah.
Reggie White played middle and out.
I'm not disrespecting JJ Watt. I think JJ Watt's a fucking stud, dude. I think he's a stud, but yeah. I'd take Aaron Donald here for sure.
But yeah, no, I just thought it kind of a part of his run was the 4 years of the 2020s was like a big part of his run. He didn't get drafted until 2014. You know, but no,
when did Watt get drafted? 2012?
11.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll say this about Aaron Donald. We were going to fucking draft him with the next pick, and the Rams took him. I'll never forget that. God, I was so excited to get Aaron Donald, and people were like, no, you weren't. And I'm like, no. You could ask all our guys. We were hyped to get Aaron Donald. And then he got taken right before us. Oh, I got a feeling we eat that about Trevion Henderson this year in the second round.
Oh, man. Don't get me started. Don't get me started there.
I love Aaron Donald. And I wasn't trying to shit on him by any means. I honestly just thought you were going JJ Watt because of that. But I love Aaron Donald. He's a mean, just physical dude. He's so strong, it's insane. A little pit bull, too. He's not even like huge. I mean, he's huge in girth and stuff, but he's not like a big, tall, massive man. He's just so fucking strong. He still puts up these workout videos on TikTok that are just like mind-blowing. I remember seeing the video. Of who was it, like Micah Parsons or something like that, talking about benching like 550, and they're like he benches 750 or something like that, and they looked at him and he goes, "What?" I forget what the numbers were, but he was just like, I remember Micah Parsons just being like, "Huh?" to Aaron Donald. I remember watching my favorite podcast in the world besides this one is Pardon My Take, and Big Cat likes to read like old mean tweets that he did, kind of send. And he's like, he goes, "You got lots of criticizing for your combine and all that." He goes, one guy tweeted Aaron, kind of a girl's name, and he goes, and Aaron Donald goes, "Who said that?" He goes, "It was me." He was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah. Aaron Donald. Hey, once upon a time, me and that guy right there had an Aaron draft. How high does Aaron Donald go?
Oh my God. Oh my, number one. Well, number two.
Aaron Kraft goes one.
Oh,
the greatest Ohio State player of all time.
If it's near and dear to my heart, Aaron Kraft, the floor slapper himself, will always be number one. I mean, floor slappers came from Aaron Kraft.
Oh, what a great draft, buddy. I love it so far. You didn't put my Schmidt down, by the way.
I did. I didn't write Michael Jack Schmidt. Do you want me to write Michael Jack Schmidt?
I don't see Schmidt on 80s under Mike Dogg here.
Did it not update? Oh, yeah, it's on my sheet. Let me see if I hit the whole update button. No? I'll reshare it. Probably just... Whoa!
Sorry, fans. Sorry. You didn't want to see that.
Yeah, we got radio faces. Is that... Yeah, radio faces. That's it. That's the word.
Oh, for sure. For sure, I got a radio.
Is that better? Did that update for you? Yeah, it did. Okay.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Thank you. Thanks. I was just trying to figure out where I'm at, and I'm like, I just took one, I think.
Yeah, I don't know why I did an update. Yeah, but yeah, you're up. You got 4 spots left. 90s hoops, 2020s MLB, and then 2 NFL spots.
I'm just gonna take an easy one right now, so you can go make your pick. And I'm going to take Aaron Judge. of my 2020s because there's not that there's no other option, is that you could argue him as the better option.
Yeah.
I don't because I like Otani. I think Otani is a unicorn of freaking nature, but Aaron Judge honestly has if he would have started in the show a little sooner, he started a little late in life, but if he'd have started a little sooner, I mean, you're talking GOAT talk, dude.
Yeah.
He's got I mean, in the 2020s, this man has 231 home runs. This man is on pace for 500 home runs in a decade. Just throwing that out there.
Damn, dude. That is so nasty.
419 on base percentage. I mean, in the 2020s, he has 1,065 OPS. Nasty. Yeah, and unlike your guy, even though your guy pitches occasionally, not much in the 2020s here, he plays defense. I like that. He's versatile. He's not the greatest, but yeah, I'm gonna take Aaron Judge. You're up.
Great pick. Great pick. I'll stick with baseball. I guess I can't finish it all. I'll go to the 90s. This was a tough one, dude. Listen, I want to go hitting here. I thought I was gonna get Barry Bonds. I can't believe Mike Dogg fucked me. If you didn't see that earlier, go back and watch. And Mike Dogg came and screwed me right out of Bonds. I thought he wouldn't take Bonds. He took Bonds. But I'll take a guy. He had 1,550 hits, 300 plus doubles, 300 home runs, 1,050 RBIs. He walked 1,000 times. He hit 320. He had over 1,000 OPS, 2-time MVP, 3-time Silver Slugger, 5-time All-Star. Give me the big hurt, dude. Give me Frank Thomas. Homer pick, maybe a little bit, but I'm looking at a list right now that says the best players of the 1990s from Major League Baseball. Number 1, Ken Griffey Jr. Number 2, Barry Bonds. Mike Dogg just happens to have them both. Number 3, the big hurt. In my head, told me it was the big hurt. The numbers don't lie. Maybe you go Pedro. Maybe you go Maddox. But maybe you go Randy Johnson. But their numbers are kind of like Bonds' where they're like halvesies in both decades. Give me the big hurt. His numbers predominantly came from the 90s.
Well, I could already see that you like part-time players by taking Otani. No, that's awesome. He's great. Just a great baseball player. The big hurt. I even wrote down the big hurt to appease my lovely Sox fan friend.
You think it was a bad pick? You missed it.
No, I said I like it. I even put down big hurt to appease my Sox fan friends. I put big hurt.
Streets will love that pick.
Was he a juicer? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows?
Stop it.
I can't. Can't stop, won't stop.
According to Jose Canseco, there's only 8 guys in the MLB Hall of Fame who used steroids, and the big hurt wasn't one of them. And Jose Canseco knows best.
Yeah, that's
wasn't that the show? Canseco knows best? No, that was Hogan knows best. That's right.
Hey, he went in a draft called the Goats draft.
He did. It was a great pick. And God, I hope, I hope brother's doing okay. He's in the hospital right now. He's not doing well. According to Bubba the Love Sponge, he was having some sort of heart thing done and got like sepsis or something, and he's on his deathbed. So not to take anything lightly with brother here.
Maybe he called up Bubba the Life.
Yo, and you know what's fucked up? When that story dropped, I was like, the story yesterday when it dropped, I was like, wait, so the dude who outed him for being a fucking just complete and utter piece of shit still like his best friend? That's some fucked up shit, dude.
I mean, how mad could you be? Like, yeah, let you bang the wife, but
I'm gonna let the whole world know you're a racist piece of shit at the same time. Let's just throw that out there.
Also, I also want to say, nah, maybe I better not say it. I better not say it. With my this is gonna surprise you right here. I'm gonna surprise you right fucking here. And with my 2000s NFL pick, I am gonna take The greatest fantasy football running back of all time.
LT.
The guy who was so good, because I hate when you vulture names, but he was so good that you're able to call him LT, and I don't even like that. I think there's only one LT. But now when you say LT, are you talking running back or defensive player? And to me, that holds some weight. I'm going to take LaDainian Tomlinson.
It's a great pick, Mike Dogg. 2 LTs on the screen if you can see it. Look at that, dude. That's wild. 2
LTs on my sheet, too.
Let's go, baby. No, that's a great pick.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think people respect the touchdown monster this guy was.
28 touchdowns is fucking crazy, dude.
His rookie year, double-digit touchdowns and 1,200 yards. 10, 14, 13, 17, 18, 28, 15, 11, and 12. Never once single digits in the whole decade.
And he caught the ball.
Oh. I mean, he did. You know, he had 100 catches in 2003, which is insane.
100 catches.
But the telling point is he won MVP. It's not easy for a running back to get paid, let alone win an MVP.
No. Even
MVP
those days were a little bit.
Offense. Hey, and when you do MVP, normally you go offensive player of the year. You're going to give it to a quarterback or try to give it to someone else. He won MVP and offensive player of the year.
Crazy, dude. Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that season was fucking insane, bro. Great pick. All right. We got a couple left.
One more thing. I just want to give a shout out because oh my goodness. LaDainian Tomlinson was second in Rookie of the Year. He had 1,236 yards, 59 catches, 367 yards receiving, 10 touchdowns. He was second in Rookie of the Year. To whom, Tim King? To whom? The year is.
Oh, was it A-Train? Anthony
It
Thomas?
was the A-Train.
Wow, the A-Train.
What a pull.
Wow. Yes. Rookie out of Michigan. I remember he won Rookie of the Year. Yep.
But he had 1,183 yards, 7 touchdowns, 22 catches, 178 yards, and he won Rookie of the Year.
Why? What?
The Bears.
LT's numbers smoke those numbers. That's crazy, dude. Damn.
Oh my goodness.
Damn. Yeah, dude, who's voting for that? That's fucked up. All right. We got 2 picks left. Good pick. I love it. I love getting LT. I'm surprised you didn't go Ray Lewis there, though.
I wanted to take Urlacher, and I'm not taking Ray Lewis. I think, don't get me wrong, I respect Ray Lewis, but he played with. Never mind.
He had a great defense. He had a great defense around him. He did. Those chats that we talked about multiple times. You going back in the day used to say you take Urlacher over Ray Lewis. You've always said that.
The difference is Ray Lewis got numbers and stuff like that, and I understand that. But Urlacher shifted all his defensive line, all his secondary, and kept that defense coming back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't have great players. He didn't get studs like, why the fuck can't I think of his name right now? Coming off the edge right now in Baltimore. Terrell Suggs coming in. Yeah. He didn't get fucking Ed Reed sitting behind him. You know, he got one season of Mike Brown. I miss Mike Brown. Hashtag I miss Mike Brown.
That was the name of a chat for a long time. Yeah, nah. Oh. He just made beef balls like Washington and Traylor look good. He made Lance Briggs into a superstar. I mean, Brian Urlacher, I've learned to appreciate more and more as I've gotten older. It's one of those things. But all right, we'll keep this baby going. 2 more picks. 2010s MLB or 2020s NBA. Yo, that Jokic pick was so underrated, dude. You could argue that should have probably been the second pick in the draft because the fall off from Jokic to Giannis or Jokic to Luka is fucking huge, dude. And I don't know. I still don't know between Luka and Giannis. I guess I'd probably take Giannis because he won his team a championship. Luka got there. Fuck Giannis. That's tough. I don't know. I'll take the 2010s baseball's tough too, though, man. I like Trout, especially from a WAR perspective. He had two of the biggest WAR seasons. I think the two best WAR seasons of all time in the 2010s. But Mad Max and Justin Verlander were fucking equally as nasty on the mound as well, almost as nasty as Kershaw. But I'll just go ahead. I'll take Mike Trout. Only because I'm torn between Scherzer and Verlander, although I think Scherzer, when it's all said and done, is slightly better than Verlander, as wild as that sounds.
It doesn't sound wild to me. I think they're all great. I think you could argue Scherzer or Verlander as the second best pitcher of that generation, besides Clayton Kershaw.
Yeah. No, oh, dude, I think if we did a draft where we did rotations, throughout the 70s, 80s, 90s, even going back to when, pitchers pitched. The 90s or the 2010s really hold up, dude, with Kershaw and Mad Max and Verlander. I know Mad Bum's just a playoff pitcher, but Mad Bum's nasty if you throw him in that roto for some clutch. DeGrom, dude. Can't touch him.
How about Jake Arrieta? Had the nastiest run that anyone's ever seen.
He was fun to watch, man. Fucking filthy fun to watch, man.
He had a 2.5 year stretch where he was just nasty. Okay, listen, sometimes you come in so fucking hot fizzling that you fade out super fast. But that Comet was fucking incredible.
He was a great time to watch, man. He was awesome, no doubt. Oh, is that who you were talking about taking from the 2016 Cubs?
No.
Oh, well, then
no,
still
not at all.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a clue either. So.
Oh.
I was just saying it.
Oh. All right, Mike Dogg, you got 2 picks left. You got 90s hoops. I'm curious where you go there, or 2020s football.
Yeah. I really think that the guy who I'm getting here in the 2020s football might be the best player of 2020s football.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Are you going to take Justin Jefferson?
Wow. No, I was not, but now I'm going to look at him.
He just had one of those starts to his career that if you looked at any other receiver of all time, his is better. So that's why I thought you might go there. I thought about him over Mahomes. But 14, now I'm curious.
16, 18,000, and 1,000 was only in 10 games, but still at 1,015. Justin Jefferson's so good.
Bro. Oh, those were
pick 22. After Jalen Reagor, I'll never forget that, right? Reagor went 21.
Yep.
That's why you can't argue Howie, dude. Listen, Howie makes great picks, but I'll never forget that, right? Did he take? Imagine if the Eagles had Justin Jefferson this whole time.
That whole draft class was sick as fuck, with the exception of Jalen Reagor. All of them were sick. Yeah.
Wow, I wasn't gonna take him.
No, he's got a nasty stretch, bro. It's fucking like GOAT shit, dude. Like he's on pace to be the GOAT. Obviously, he's not gonna play fucking 20 years, but he's on pace, dude.
I mean, this guy's greatness started in 2019, but as Tim told me, it was the NFL 2019-2020 season.
You got it, Mike Dogg. You got it.
I mean, realistically, I'm just throwing it out there. The playoff game was in 2020. The award he won came out in 2020. So I'm going to take one of the best to ever do it. You guys need to start putting some respect on his name. He's incredible. I'll say this, might be the most exciting fantasy quarterback to ever live because he could throw a bomb for 90 or juke someone and just break out for 90-yard rushing touchdown. And that's always just thrilling. I'm going to take Lamar Jackson, 2020s.
Damn, Lamar. I love the pick. I thought I argued harder than most this past year that Lamar was the MVP. I still don't understand how Josh Allen won MVP over him. Nothing, the math does not math. It makes no sense to me. There's not one number other than the one win that fucking there's a difference between the two teams. Lamar was the MVP this year. That's a great pick, Mike Dogg. Real good pick right there.
Yeah, I mean, I think Lamar or Josh Allen should have won the year before, and I like Lamar this year, and that's crazy to me. So I think it's kind of one of those makeup calls. I'm not mad at it. Lamar and Josh Allen, Mahomes, and I honestly think the most underrated quarterback of them all is Joey Burrow, who was a killer last year, put on an absolute just monster show. I would literally, and I kid you not, would give my left testicle to have Joe Burrow as my quarterback.
Oh my God, dude. Oh
I really would.
God.
Take it. Fuck it. If I can get Joe Burrow and go back to when he started, I'll give you both testicles. I have 3 kids. What do I need them for?
Yeah, that's what that was Street's MVP. Streets was screaming through the fucking roof to whoever would hear him that was his MVP.
Who?
Burrow.
Yeah, well, you can't be MVP and not make the playoffs. I know it's team game and stuff like that, but it just can't. It just can't.
That's what I said. That was pretty much exactly what I said.
If he would have made the playoffs as the worst, as the 7-seed wild card, give it to him. Did he win Offensive Player of the Year or anything? I don't know if he did or not, but Joe Burrow was nasty last year. How about this? I had Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase in my big fantasy league.
Oof.
Oh God. Honest to God, it was one of those things where it was orgasmic. There was that Monday night with fucking was it the Cowboys and Bengals? Oh God, that game still gives me just like it gives me movement that I don't want to talk about here, but like honest to God, it was incredible, dude. It was just so awesome. It was maybe the most fun I've had watching a game that wasn't my team. It was just the best.
That's awesome. Yeah, they were fun. They were real fun fantasy wise, especially this year. What's up, Zach? Thanks for tuning in, man. Happy Juneteenth. Hope you're having a great day, brother. All right, last pick for me. This one's tough, dude. It's do I go with I think Luka's better than Giannis, obviously, as a basketball player. But Giannis, when he was MVP, he won the championship in Milwaukee. Fuck wins championships in Milwaukee. He could have bitched out. He could have went to LeBron. He could have went to KD. He could have forced a trade, went to Miami. He'll probably do that this year. But moral of the story is he won the ring in Milwaukee. Yeah, fuck it. I'm talked into it. Give me Giannis, dude. Give me Giannis.
I would have taken Luka. That's okay though.
Yeah, that's one of those tough ones there. But yo, that Jokic pick, bro, that could have easily been the second pick in this draft, dude. Like that's the level of
really had the strategy of it. I didn't realize the strategy of it until I was in round 3, and I took the Jokic pick. I didn't realize the strategy of if he takes one, he can't touch another. Until then, I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't even think about it.
Yeah. That was Jokic was a great.
And
pick.
before this was up, you didn't even have that up then. Before we started talking the strategy. So I didn't know that. I just didn't put it together. I'm like, oh yeah, you're fucked. I'm taking this. You can't take that. Like I was just like, it was just trying to get daggers in, Oh,
you got daggers with Jokic and Brady.
Honestly,
and Bonds.
It started with the dickhead pick because I did not want to take Ken Griffey Jr., but I was like, I know this guy loves the kid and I think he's going to go high. So I took him right there because I didn't want to see Jordan the kid right there.
That would have been my next pick for sure. That was smart.
Really? Oh yeah. God. Oh God. I totally shit on you this draft then. I blocked you left and right. Oh God, I feel so much better.
I love my team, so I'm not gonna say you destroyed me in this draft.
I didn't say
from a personal boxing from that perspective.
Yeah.
You've been fucking hitting me with haymakers this whole draft that I've been trying to fucking bounce off the ropes and come up with. So good
and with my last exclamation point, I'm just gonna say that no one rivals Jordan in the 90s, and I'm gonna leave it blank.
You're not gonna take Akeem?
Nope. I'm actually gonna take no, I'm not. I honestly wanted to leave it undone. I was like, how about that? And be like, no one rivals the GOAT.
I like your strategy.
He's just that powerful. Just be like a cock move and be like, no one. But then all of a sudden, if I say that gives you kind of
draft dominance.
I mean, that one pick just has more weight, right? Yeah, it does. It does to me. I'm not going to take Akeem.
Wow.
I'm going to take a two-time. MVP. I'm going to take I'm going to take a guy who probably is a piece of shit in life, but
Not
I have lots
probable.
of piece of shits on my team. I'm just going to, throw that out there. I'm going to also take a guy that, how about this? For the whole decade, the entire decade, his lowest MVP finish was 8th.
Oof.
For the whole decade.
Damn.
Also with winning a pair, a great defender as well, underrated defender actually. I think he 4-time all defense, 14-time all-star, 14-time all NBA, 14-time all NBA.
Isn't he third all time in points scored too, or something like that?
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was second. Brown pushed him down for sure.
Yeah, that's nasty, dude.
Yeah, he's just a guy that makes this short little scrappy white guy is good at doing stuff on a basketball court like John Stockton, because there's an overrated guy. Look at all the assists. Oh, but he had steals too. Do you know why? Because you can gamble on those steals because Karl Malone's playing defense behind you, big dog. That's a day for another day. Fuck him. But I'm going to take the mailman, even though I think he's a piece of shit in life.
That's a great pick.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. I was going to say I wasn't sure who the number 2 is going to be, Malone or Hakeem.
I was going to say also the best headline I've ever seen still in my entire life was the Bulls winning the second three-peat, or no, was it the second title I think it was back-to-back in the second three-peat on a Sunday night thriller. Bulls win the championship, and the headline is, mailman don't deliver on Sundays. God, I love that.
Let's go.
God, it was so good. I mean, it's a failing effort, but that's how good he is that he got the headline here in Chicago. Granted, a loss, but losing to the GOAT is almost worth a half. I would take losing to Jordan over Giannis's title, over Brady's Bucks title, over the Dodgers bubble. You could add 5 Dodgers bubbles title, and I'll take a loss to Jordan's Bull over all of those. So just throw that out there. Losing to the GOAT is no shame.
No, not at all. Hell of a draft, dude. Fucking hell of a draft.
Awesome.
I don't know if we should look at these like our 80s teams or NBA teams or NFL teams or how we should look at these, but man, they're this is a real fun draft. So we got 80s players, we got Bird Magic, Clement Schmitty, LT, Montana, got some good MJ. We got all the I think we basically redid our GOAT draft from a sports perspective. Well, actually, that's not true. We had a lot of different ones like tennis and gymnastics and swimming and such. This is good. This was good. This was a good draft, bro.
I do think that a GOAT is easier to argue in an individual sport than a team sport.
Yeah.
Like, there's no arguing Simone Biles. There's no arguing Michael Phelps. There's no arguing Serena Williams. There's no argument to it.
Tiger.
There's just not. Well, there's an argument there. But.
Well, not anymore. I think once Tiger got his last major, it was over.
Oh, God, there's nothing better than when that. I messaged Street so hard, he was like, shut the fuck up. And I was like, you told me it would never happen. I shed a tear watching that putt go in, dude. I shed a tear watching him shed a tear. I was just, one of my favorite sports moments in life. That's honestly in my top 5.
It's phenomenal. Just like this show was phenomenal. Just like this chat's been phenomenal. We appreciate all you guys. This has been, this has been our longest episode yet, and just the 2 of us, man. Wow, over 2 hours. I figured it would go a little bit based on the draft that we were doing.
My wife hates me. I told her 5:45.
My kids gave me 2 hours. I can't believe it, with minimal interruption. So
you owe them all the sugary candy they can get.
Oh, I'm about to go take real good care of them. They're going to have a nice night the rest of the night for sure. But that's it, man. We really appreciate you guys tuning in, to all of you guys who tuned in. There was a lot of you guys tonight.
You're the real MVP.
This one right there, Mike Dogg. Mike Dogg is the MVP. Oh, the chat and the people who watch. I'm just kidding, dude. No, the chat kicks ass. You guys are fucking awesome. We really, really appreciate you guys being here. Yo, what's up, Adman? Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you showing up right here. We appreciate all you guys showing up right here. It's right on Juneteenth. I hope you guys all had a great Juneteenth. Really appreciate you guys. Until next time, though, man. I don't know what we're gonna do next week, Mike Dogg. You got any clues? Any thoughts?
It'll be fun.
It's always fun. It's always fun here on Game Breaker Sports, here on Circle of Debate. Again, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Be back next Thursday at this same time, 5 o'clock, 5:30. We'll be doing another draft like we do. Anything else before we go, Mike Dogg?
Nope. Go Cubs. Sorry, go Cubs. Lost today, but go Cubs.
And go Pacers, I guess, tonight. Let's go Game 7. That feels
go
weird
Game 7.
Yeah, just that's it. And then Thunder can win Game 7 because fuck Indiana and all things Indiana. And that's it. But again, appreciate you guys. Until next week, we out.